Hi, it's Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Welcome back to my channel and to the next episode in the flip-flop journal. Flip-flop journal put together. So I've made a couple of changes since we last looked at this. I've put a metal book plate on the front here because I had to take the other one off. I've had to put a different label inside because the other one wouldn't fit, but I quite like that. I put a little bit of lace underneath and so put some matching lace on the back of the back pocket. And I've also resized all of the signatures so that they are ready to go in the journal. And at the moment, that is how big it is. So I'm not overly worried at this point. Feeling a little bit calmer, more confident that this is gonna work. So I'm just gonna pull all of those signatures out so I can pop those to one side. Okay, so I've done a few things off screen, like I said I would, that I'm going to use for the insides of these. So this one here, we've got our front cover, and then we've got an inside pocket here. I used one of the index cards from the digital kit and just cut that down, so it's giving me that lovely index card shape at the top still. And then we had a pocket for the back here. We had a pocket for the inside of this one here and another pocket here. So I've created a few other bits and pieces, and I am going to attach those, and we'll go through those as we're kind of, as we're going. So the first thing I did was I used an index library card pocket and a library card. I put one of the whale tail stabs on the top of this and just decorated the front of that a little bit, and I thought that would make a pretty cool pocket for this side here. So I am going to pop that in. It's already got a sticky back, so it's just a case of tearing that off. It's been coffee dyed, and it's still it sticks well with the coffee dye. The stickiness still remains really strong, so no worries with that one. Okay, so we've got a pocket there. Then I've got a paper bag pocket here, and excuse me, this is just a paper bag. We've got a pocket in this top section here, if I can open that to show you. So we've got a pocket here, and we've got another pocket here, and all I've done is put some of the blank kit pieces on, and I've stitched around to hold this piece in place. That gives us a pocket. I've got a belly band. Now this is kind of really quirky because I have used the tab pieces from the kit, and I've just used those and folded the wool over, so they actually create, I'll show you, they actually create little pockets. So I thought they were quite cute for little labels or whatever. Then we've got a large slanted pocket with a smaller kit pocket in, and again this was the offcut from here, so I've just used that and put a little bit of decoration on there for the kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the journal first and see. I don't want to lose too much of our pages, but in the same breath I do want to, so both of those have got pockets in, so it's these ones here. So we've got a pocket there. We could put a belly band there, or we could use the paper bag pocket, which I think looks pretty good there. So I'm gonna glue this down, but I'm only gonna glue it across the top, down the what will be the left-hand side. And I'm putting a fair bit of glue on here, but not too close to the edges because I don't want it to spill. And I'm going to pop that on there because that will then give me my 2 pockets that came with the design, and it'll also give me a side pocket here if I wanted to use that as one. Okay, and I will finish off with some tags from the kit. Now this one here, let's see what else we've got. We haven't got an awful lot of space left as such. So with this one here, I think I'm going to use the large of the pockets. And that will go there, like that. We've got the other little piece of pocket, which I'm thinking might go here, because it's a bug, and it doesn't cover all of the design there. And then we've just got a belly band to add. I'm not sure I've got the room for a belly band, to be honest. Unless we use that in the actual signatures. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly pop all of these. I don't know if that'll let me do it. Actually, it's a bit small. I just want to make sure all of these have stuck. So that is the main detail on the actual journal. The rest will be some detail in the signatures, but I'm not going to put an awful lot in the signatures because I do want there to be enough room for it to be decorated further, you know, if that needs to happen, rather than it just be full of pieces from the kit. Just double checking everything's glued down. Okay, that's great. What I do want to do with the kit pages though is I want to add a little bit of detail. So I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I had some steampunk themed stencils. They may be in my, yeah, this is what I was looking for. I've used these for mixed media, but not too much that I can't use them for this project as well. So I'm going to pop that to one side and I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling with the signature pages. So I'm using this, it's a Tim Holtz stamp from the, there it is, it's THS052 is the code on that one. And it's just got a steampunky type feel to it, so I'm going to use that, I think, and just add a little bit of detail to the signature pages. Okay, so I am going to be stitching these in, and I'm going to be doing that with a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So let's grab my stitchy stuff. I'm going to use this, which is just a like an off-white creamy waxed thread, and I should have some needles in here. Now, because it's steampunk, what I would normally do, I would normally use a like a template to make sure that all of these were lined up right. But I'm not going to do that with this one, just purely because it is steampunk. So it's supposed to look a little bit rusticy, a little bit tattered-y. So I am just going to guesstimate and do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And again, because I'm not using a lot of paper in these signatures, then I am not overly concerned about struggling to put the waslings through the thread. So I'm just creating 3 holes here. I'm going to do a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch in through the middle, out through the top, down, out through the bottom, and back in through this middle piece here. Literally, that is it. Simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I'm going to pull this here just to make sure that it's nice and tight. And I'm going to make sure here that it's tight, and if it's not, I'm going to pull it a little bit more. So I'm going to pull both of these up here. Okay, you don't want it too tight that the papers rip, but you want it tight enough so that it's not going to be gaping here. Now, because I've used card, it's actually split the card a little bit there, but with that, that is an easy fix. And even to disguise the thread, just a little bit of what do you call it? Ink. Sorry, I'm struggling with a bit of a sore throat at the moment. I'm not feeling 100%. So this whole thing has been filmed probably a little bit. Haven't made a huge amount of sense. So if that is the case, I am sorry. I hope you're getting the gist of it. So I'm then going to go through to my next piece, make sure everything is the right way. I'm going to open that out, just make sure that it's where I want it to be. What I might do, let me just close that bit there. So that is all where I want it to be. I'm just going to quickly pop those holes in. Again, I would normally attach my pages to the journal with some ball clips or some sewing clips, just because it keeps them in place. But because, as I said, it's such a small signature that I don't need to do that. It's just an easy process to put this together. So again, I'm just making sure that they are tight enough. That one really should go under there. Pull that one a bit. There we go, it's better. And then the final signature is going to go in this one here for this side. So again, I'm just going to make sure that my pages are the right way. I'm going to do this one upside down just because it's easier now that I've got things in the other two signatures. What did I do with there? It is. If sewing signatures in is new to you, then you can. Got a couple of videos on how to do that, but there's hundreds of them on the internet, just showing you how to do it. I always kind of reference back to Tracy Fox's sewing in signatures, and she does a great one for her case file journal, and it's absolutely fabulous. So yeah, if you're unsure, that is definitely a fabulous source of how to do it. Come over that side. I used to hate sewing in signatures. It literally was my biggest pet hate. It was the thing I struggled with more than anything else. I just could not get my head around the process, and also constantly worried about ripping pages and what happens if you do it wrong, and you know, if it wasn't perfect like I saw other people's perfect, then I would kind of get myself a bit wound up about that. But you really don't have to. So there's 3 signatures sewn in, and I'm just going to do exactly the same with the back on these, but I'm just going to grungy those a little bit first so you can barely see them. And then I'm going to do the other side, these 2 signatures here. Okay, so we've got all of our signatures sewn in, and we've got quite a nice little size journal. It's not too chunky at this point. I do want to attach this belly band just because I've made it now. So I think I'm going to put it in I think I might pop it in there. It's just big enough, and it makes what could potentially be a unusable page into a usable page, because that goes just over the edge. I haven't put my glue to the very top. And we've got, like I said, 3 little pockets there. Okay, So the last thing to do on this before we put a couple of tags in there is going to be to make a closure. So I'm going to go with a simple policy type closure. I say policy type closure, it's not really a policy closure, it's a simple closure where I'm going to, well, I think I will use the policy closure actually. So let me grab my, this is 3/4 of an inch round cutter. I am going to just ink, oh I'm not, I'm going to glue this on to here first. So we've got some nice thick card. And I'm going to be cutting out some of these. And I'm going to do 4 because I am going to glue 2 together. I know they're not, they're thick anyway, but I really want this to be sturdy. So I'm going to glue 2 of those together like that. I'm going to glue 2 of these together like that. And I'm just going to then ink, oops a daisy, I haven't given that time to dry. Okay, now while we give that some time to dry, I am going to cut out a square piece. Because I don't want to go into my into the actual back, because I've put a pocket on there, so I'm limited to what I can use. So I'm going to be putting a square piece on here. I am going to round the corners just a little bit. So I'm going to use the 4mm corner rounder just so it gives it a little bit of shape. Like that. So I'm going to ink around this, and it almost acts like a little bit of a plate. And that will go on there like that. So I'm going to ink these. Like that. And same with this one here. Like that. And I'm going to get my crocodile. I'm going to use the small hole punch. I'm going to try and see if it'll go through both of those at the same time. Like that. Just tail a little bit there, which won't show once we put a brad in there. So I'm going to get my brads. I'm going to put one brad through both of those, like so. And then I'm going to open it up at the back. Like that. I should use these scissors to do that. Don't advise it. So with that then, I'm going to pop that in the middle here. I probably could have got away with this being a little bit smaller, but I'm okay with that. So I'm going to pop that there, like that. And I'm just going to give that a minute or two to dry. And then I'm going to pop the plate on there, like that. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is I've got some thread here, which was from Tim Holtz. Labels, tags even. I'm going to cut some of that and use that for my closure. So the first thing we're going to do is put the glue lid on. The first thing we're going to do is put a little bit in between the two sets of discs. Okay, and we're going to tie a knot in that, and that will go underneath the two discs, like so. Okay. Then with this one, it's literally going to wrap around, and let's have a look. If we go over, wrap around, and then that is going to go in there like that. And that will be our closure. And you can add some little charms or little bits and pieces, whatever it is you want to add to that. So I will add a couple of tags to this. I'm sure there are some tags with the kit that I just haven't seen yet. So I will add some tags to that. But I'll give you a quick run through. So we have got our cover with a little book plate, a little bit of lace, and then we open this up and we have got a little pocket here, and we've got a small 5-page signature here, just some different papers. Some of them have been stenciled with some steampunk designs. Now we turn it over here, we've got I might have one of these in here. That's big enough to go in there. So we've got a little pocket there. And we've got a bigger pocket up here, and let's not forget we've also got our side pocket here. We flip this over, we've got another pocket here, a nice large pocket here, and we have got another signature. Then we've got a back here. I haven't put any pockets on that, because I just didn't want to cover all of the pictures. So just a plain piece there. We've got our next piece, which is a library card with a pocket, a signature, and again just a nice design on the back there. And then we've got our back with our pocket. We then flip it over and we have got a lovely design there with another signature and a pocket. Flip that over here, we've got a side pocket and another smaller pocket, and then we are back to the front. So that is our flip-flop journal. I hope you enjoyed it. I really had a blast putting that together. It was a new one for me, but I did really enjoy it. What I am going to do is I'm not going to highlight or advertise or anything as such, but I am going to offer this as a giveaway, and all you have to do is make sure that you have subscribed, that you've liked this and the first video. So this was a two-parter, so you need to have subscribed, liked both of the videos, and you also need to leave a comment on the videos, both of them again. So I'm going to say that, what is it? This is going to be going out, I think, the end of September. So we'll say we'll do the draw on the 8th of October. We'll do a draw for this one. But as I said, you have to have liked and put a comment on both of the videos, and you have to have subscribed to my channel. Excuse me. But yeah, if you would like to go into a prize draw, or a giveaway draw rather, just to have the chance of winning this, then just follow those simple rules and I will make a draw on the 8th of October, so keep an eye out. I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really am keen to know what you think. So please, you know, when you leave a comment, I really am keen to know what you really think of it. So yeah, that would be really good to know. The kit is Steampunk Blues, again, which is in my Etsy. What I might do is we'll do 8th of October draw for the journal, and I'll also do a runner-up kit giveaway with that, and that will be for this kit here, which is Steampunk Blues. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will leave it there, because otherwise I'm just going to be talking all afternoon. I will catch you in the next video, but until then, as always, stay safe, be well, and we'll speak soon. Bye for now.